Hey guys, I am live and it is Sunday. I hope somebody's out there to hang out with me. I just finished doing another video trying one of my YouTube friends' recipe of crab imperial. So I'm finishing what I was doing on that, but this is not a mukbang vibe. I'm just finishing food right now because I'm hungry. Let's see. Well, I see two people are here. Just waiting for y'all to say hi. Happy Sunday. Hey, Better Understanding. Happy Sunday. I'm up here trying my version of Chef and Moore's Crab Imperial. How's your day going? That's the end of that. Oh, guess I'm by myself again. Let me move this. Oh, well. All right, somebody came back. Hey, Ready, Set, Autism. How are you? Hey, KB. Happy Sunday, guys. Something's blurry, huh? Let's see. Is that better? Oh, I just made it worse, huh? I just made it worse with my finger. Let me see. Clean my camera. Oh, okay. Now y'all can see me. I must have put my little blurry finger on there. Hey, Soul Alchemy. Hey, Queen Bee. Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I just finished making. I was eating some crab imperial. Chef and More uploaded a video last week with it, and I'm tried my hand at making it. But instead of using a porcelain baking pan, I used the cast iron baking pan. It was good too. I was just tasting. Y'all just saw me. The end. It's gone. Nothing on this plate. It was good. I was just taste testing it though. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And the blinds are closed too, guys. The blinds are closed. Yeah. It's daytime now. Let me see if I can move it away from the. Move it different away from the. So it's not so much window. All right. I'll do that. Then it's not so much window, so y'all aren't being blinded by the sun outside. Hey, Becky, how are you? Happy Sunday. Oh, you had some stir fry, some chicken stir fry? I bet that was good, Queen Bee. Yeah, I was trying something that one of the other YouTubers made. Hi, Manda. Yeah, it's sunny out there today, but who knows? Because it's California. Yeah. So how has everybody's weekend been? I went to a barbecue last night that was really nice. It was a benefit, and I actually got up and sang 2 songs. Somebody taped me, so I have to see if they'll send me the tape, and if they do, I'll post it. Oh, you're making some wild brown rice, Queen Bee? Yeah, y'all know I have my trap music playing in the background. I don't want to put y'all to sleep with dead air and with my guitar playing today. I watched some of the games earlier. I'm not going to talk about my team. I'm not going to, because they played a team that I truly hate anyway, you know. So we love barbecue. The nice thing. It was a really nice event too. It was a really nice event. It was an event that benefits children at this church that this slain SWAT police officer attended before he died. Hi, Antoine. Hello, Antoine. How are you? Oh, you're driving, so okay. Well, just listen then. It's random. It's random chat today. You don't eat out, Queen Bee? I don't really eat out either. I mean, I do sometimes, but not really. Not really. You know, every once in a while. But the barbecue was catered by this restaurant that's in Leimert Park, and yeah, their barbecue, their potato salad, everything was so good. And they were from New Orleans, and the potato salad was on point. It was so on point. It was like I had made it myself. Oh, y'all went to the Lego store? Ready, said, let me just tell y'all, when Legoland opened, it opened when my son was little. And Duplos came out when he was little. The first time we took him to Legoland, we had to pick him up and literally carry him out of Legoland because he loved Legos and Duplos. And I was so glad when he got past it and I wasn't stepping on him all over the house. Aubrey says hello. That's right. That's right. That's right. Didn't you guys upload a birthday party video? Plucking some things to make a homemade. Oh my goodness. Man, so when you were up all night, I tried to hang as long as I could, but I started falling asleep on you, so I just had to jump off. You were making that jewelry last night. That was so beautiful. Oh, Antoine, Queen Bee showed you some love. Yeah, guys, I'm not, you guys know I'm not like a growth stream because I'm little. But, if you don't know somebody in my stream, by all means, please say hi to them. Everyone that I hook up with are legitimate channels and they have great content. That's right, because I saw the upload. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. Because my son has been gone for the last couple of days, and so I've been cleaning up everything, that he hoards, and I found more today. So, and he's coming back in like about an hour to start the cycle of hoarding all over again in the house. So I haven't had a chance to look at a lot of videos. I'm going to look at some videos tonight. Yeah, you guys upload some good videos. But I had to try out that recipe from Chef and More. Man. And then she uploaded another one today with crab. I don't know, like, what's wrong with you? Stop doing that. She's gonna have me trying all her recipes. So anybody watched any of the football games earlier today? I know there's still like 1 or 2 going on. It looked like, did Chicago win, or did the Raiders win that other game? That was in, they were playing in London, I think. They were playing in the UK. Does anybody know? I guess I could find out myself and not be lazy. I guess I could find out myself. Bears score. Let's see, Bears. No, they lost. Okay. Is my hair ombre? No, actually, it's purple. It was ombre before. Before it was, you know, my natural brown, and then the ends were the ombre. But now it's, the braids are all purple. All purple now. So the Bears lost to the Raiders. I hate the Raiders. Sorry if anybody likes them. I don't like them. Let me find out how badly my Redskins lost. Oh, that's just so sad. I'm not even going to repeat the score to the Patriots. Ugh. So we're now 0-5, and the Patriots are now 5-0. Yeah, that makes me happy. Not. Yeah, well, my team is sorry this year anyway. So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. The Redskins are not. They're on a rebuilding path, you know. So all I can do is cheer for the team in the town that I'm in. Because I know every week it's going to be painful watching my own hometown team. Did my son go to public school? He did. I wish he didn't. Actually, I wish he had gone to, I had known about this place called the Help Group when he was in elementary school, because I would have sent him to that school, which is a public school, but it's a public school that's run by the state for people on the spectrum. And I think that would have been better for him because he was stuck in special ed the whole way. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Help Group is the school that a lot of the kids can go to in California. It's a really good school, but it's considered non-public, you know, under a charter school thingy that they have here in California. And they have it that way because all the other non-public charter schools, they don't really advocate and encourage kids on the spectrum to come to their charter schools. And they don't tend to accept them. So if I could have homeschooled my son, I would have. One of my friends here, her son is 5 and she's going to homeschool. She's homeschooling her kid. He's on the spectrum and she's going to homeschool. Oh, I'm not changing my team, Queen Bee. I just, you know, cheering for them seems fruitless. I just watch the game and shake my head. That's all I can do. But I still love my Redskins. And if anybody talks bad about them, I'm going to talk trash to them. Yeah. But let me tell you how Redskins fans are. Redskins fans are very loyal. We will come to the game and boo the Redskins when they're sorry. And we will say you're sorry when they're sorry. That's how we are to them. But we'll still watch them and we'll still support them. You know? But I'm in the Los Angeles area and there's 2 teams here. One of them, my nephew played for. He played for the San Diego Chargers. Yeah, that's right, guys, because I'm over in StreamYard, so I can't see if you're liking my vid. my live stream, please like my live stream. And if you're able to share it out, then please share it out. We are talking about whatever you guys want to talk about today. Oh, thank you. Ready, said, yeah, I know. You guys are on a schedule. I'm doing this now because my son is on his way home, like literally right now. And I know that when he gets here, I'm going to probably have to shut down and wait a little while before I can get on again. So I was trying to get on and say hi to everybody. I know there's a few streams that are going right now, but there weren't that many of people that I knew. Who is your team, Queen? Queen B, who is your team? Oh, I've been a football fan my entire life. I like basketball too. I was a fan of my hometown team before they changed their name. Now they're called the Wizards. I don't know who the Wizards are. That's not the team I grew up with. I grew up with a team that no longer exists. So on basketball. So, I mean, I like the Lakers and the Clippers in California, but I always liked the Lakers even when I was on the East Coast. But I don't really, I like the Lakers, I guess. Because, Wizards is just a weird name for a team to me. It's just weird. I don't know why he changed it. He's like, because he had a friend that was killed, so he didn't like the team being named the Bullets because it reminded him of his friend dying. Just some madness as to why he changed the name. So that's one of the reasons why I don't really, mess with the Wizards. Because that's not the team I grew up on. And they haven't even won a championship. At least the Bullets actually won a championship. But the Capitals have won a championship. And the Redskins have won a championship. So, and the Capitals have won, the hockey teams won a championship in this century. And the baseball team, the Nationals didn't even exist when I was growing up. Washington, D.C. didn't even have a baseball team. That's some 21st century stuff with the baseball team. So, and I'm not baseball. I'm like, if I'm at a game. But other than that, I only watch the World Series or the playoffs. That's it. That is all. Okay. I like San Francisco. Denver, not so much. My hometown team beat them in the Super Bowl. When they had a lot, their line was called the Smurfs or something crazy like that back then. And the Lakers, of course, I like. Phoenix Suns, I like them. Like I said, on base in basketball, I'm not going to talk trash because I don't really care as much. I just like seeing a good game. But I like the Lakers, but, we'll see what they're doing. I used to be a real good Laker fan, but they haven't given us anything to cheer for lately, so their games are kind of depressing. So what are you doing this evening? What are you going to be doing tonight, Queen Bee? I might be on here later. I got a couple of videos I have to upload though. So I know I'm going to come on at least to upload the videos. I might premiere one of them. I told my goddaughter that you guys liked that trap beat. She was like really surprised. She doesn't realize that she's, decent at creating music. I know I've seen a couple of things going around on here about the witness from that trial. A couple of people have been talking about Joshua Brown, and them not giving him any police protection after the trial through the appeals process because they didn't think he needed it, when clearly he did, because now he's not here anymore. But I haven't really seen anything. I've only seen like a few things talking about that, and they're not really, they mentioned it on the news, but they didn't really say much more, I guess, because in their eyes, the trial's over, so who cares anymore, Meanwhile, we have another man who is dead behind this, in connection to this woman. Who showed no remorse in the first place. And she definitely had no remorse when she immediately filed for appeal. Yeah, that's true. Oh, that's why you like the Sun? Yeah, see, I don't really, I know them, but I don't really know them. I mean, I know the Lakers history and everything because I've been in California for most of my adult life, and then I know the Bullets, who are now the Wizards history because I grew up in DC. The family put. I don't know if they're going to do anything because the way they acted in that courtroom, with the kumbaya stuff, it's no telling. I'm like, they were so kumbaya. And I'm thinking, I wouldn't have been like that, but they have a right to go after. But will they do it? I don't know. Hey, Miss Nina. Did you make your halfway point, Miss Nina? I'm still grinding to get to it. I'm still grinding to get to it. I'm like 39 away. So I guess it'll be on my bucket list for this week. Because you were closer than I was. I'm so glad that it's still the weekend. I'm just taking in these last moments of my son not being here. And I know you guys are like, but I love my son. But it's like, I have to be on it when he's here. I have to be like on it. I'm able to relax because he's not here. As soon as he's here, I'm gonna have to be on it. Gotta see if he's going in the refrigerator. What you in the refrigerator for? If he's in the kitchen. Are you cooking something? That kind of stuff. And hopefully his father won't send him home with like a bag of fast food. Because if he sends him home with a bag of fast food, I'm not gonna be happy about that. Because he'll send him home with it and he'll half eat it. And then he'll put the remainders in my refrigerator. And then I'll have to go throw it out tomorrow when he's not here. Hey, Real Talk. How are you? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. We just in here doing random talking. I was just talking about how glad I am that my son's not here, but he's on his way back home right now. And how I have to watch him like 24/7 when he's home. So, but yeah, hopefully he won't bring any fast food with him today, but I can't count on that. Well, no, I'm trying to grow because I'm trying to, it's what my message is. And if the channel gets monetized, that's great. But anything that comes from monetization on this channel, I'm doing this for my son. So it would be for him, because this is about making sure people know about autism, are educated about it, and that there's, some acceptance, and just for them, I'm just putting what I'm living out there. That's what I'm doing. So, but I'm growing it organically. I'm legitimately out here meeting people. And, I see when people comment on my channel, when they look and see what I'm doing and stuff. So the comments touch me, because people are like, wow, but I'm just doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm being a mom, because most people on the autism spectrum, once they're 18, their parents don't have them. They're somewhere, and I've seen parents that were like deliriously happy when their kids were gone. Yeah, Reddy said, I was just talking about, reasons why I'm on YouTube and everything, so people remember that our kids grow up. They grow up. They become adults. And they're still here. And some of our kids advocate for themselves. My son is not in a position to advocate for himself yet. So guess who's advocating for him? Me. I know. That's the thing, because but people forget that all of the children that they see with autism are going to be adults one day, and they will still be here. And I don't want people to forget that our kids become adults. I don't want them to, to just pay attention to them when they're kids. I want them to pay attention to our kids their entire lives, because they're not going anywhere. Yeah, because the thing is that once they're adults, they like fall off this cliff. They stop getting services, because nobody's advocating for them, or they're out there on their own and they don't know how to go get the services, or don't know where to go, because they're considered high functioning. So people figure they don't need anything, It's very, very complicated. Yeah, well, you know what? To me, I wasn't even. It didn't even occur to me to put my son in a group home. It didn't. It never occurred to me. It never occurred to me at all. And then I found out that that's what everybody else does, and I was just like, really? And I know that it can sometimes be a challenge, but he's my child who's now an adult, and he needs someone to be in his corner. So that's why I talk about it. I mean, I try to make, some of my videos light and everything, but there's stuff that I would never put on YouTube. I would never put it on YouTube. I might talk about it, but I won't put it on YouTube because people won't be able to handle that. They can't really handle it, you know. And I don't think they really want to know what we go through. Not that it's not about us deserving, needing trophies or anything for being parents. It's just, everybody needs support, especially, when they have a kid that has some type of disability, And one of the things that I found in raising my son is that in the Black and brown community, the service levels were not equal to other communities. And if you go over to Africa, it's just so sad. It's really bad. I mean, they hide their kids away. It's such a bad stigma on it. So that's why I'm out and open with what's going on, because I need to make sure somebody knows, and that there's a voice out there. Because you have so many who are not speaking up. But I'm not going to say that there aren't people on the continent that are speaking up. They are. It's just they're basically the trailblazers. And there's 54 countries on the continent of Africa. And I can only find information about things being done in regards to children on the spectrum in about 4 or 5 countries out of 54 countries. So that's the part that's really sad. And that's sad because the majority of the people under the age of 18 will live on the continent of Africa in the next 30 years. So I'm glad about the things that are happening in the country that I'm in, but there's 54 countries on another continent that are third world when it comes to education on autism. So I just do what I do. But I enjoy being on here. I enjoy, doing research, finding out stuff, letting people know about things if I know about something, so that the next person won't have to go through it. And what I'm finding is that even if someone doesn't have someone in their family with autism, they know somebody who has a kid with autism, or somebody at their job has a child with autism. So and one of the things that I really want to do is educate law enforcement so that they understand that autism is not the same as mental health things. It's completely different. It's a neurodiversity. It's not a chemical imbalance. And it shouldn't be coupled under with that. Hey, Kevin. Kevin Hart Vlogs. Hello. Happy Sunday. How are you? I'm just in here rambling about autism right now. Just talking about that. The reason I'm on YouTube is to just make sure people know about it. Well, Queen, they just did, this president did do one good thing for people on the spectrum, and he did sign into law something, the Autism Cares Act, which makes sure that people on the spectrum will be able to get health care their entire life in all 50 states. And that there will be monies available for funding and research, for autism. You know, let's just hope that somewhere along the lines, he doesn't find a way to take some of that funding back. You know, but he did do that in the middle of, you know, the impeachment hearings and the Amber Geiger trial that happened last week. So, you know, I'm going to see how it's going to start to benefit. I mean, my son had health care and still has it. It didn't impact him because California doesn't play that. And they made sure that anybody who's receiving Social Security gets their Medi-Cal. So, but I'm finding that other states aren't like that for adults. But now they have to be, because it's a federal law. Yeah, he was renewing it, but it was amended to include across the entire lifespan through adulthood. Before, it did not. It didn't have that in there. It was like it was a childhood disease that went away when they became an adult. So that's the language that was put into it. So now it does cover adults in all 50 states. It wasn't like that before. California covered it, and I mean, I'm sure Florida is, because Florida's more progressive when it comes to autism. But there are states that didn't. You know, and don't even get me started on in-home support services. That's like scarce. You know, in-home support services. California has it. I think there might be maybe 20 states that you can get in-home support services. If you have someone on the spectrum living at home, to help out with the cost of, you know, you doing things for them that they would do for themselves. But one of my friends in Pennsylvania said there's like a year waiting list to get it there. Oh, that's nice. Not moving to Pennsylvania ever, if that's the way they do it. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's the thing with them signing that, the funding is available, so some of those programs can now happen. Queen Bee, they didn't have the funding. That's why I'm saying I'm hoping that he doesn't find some way, you know, in doing the budget in 2020 to take some of that money away from us and give it someplace else while he's, you know, trying to balance the budget. That's my hope. Yeah, it's not just going to research. It's going to be for research and funding programs. Existing programs and new programs. So it's going to be doing all of that. And now it extends to that happening for people who are adults on the spectrum. That's part of what had to be amended in it. it wasn't covering people on the spectrum for their lifetime. And thus we have the problem of people on the autism spectrum falling off the services cliff when they become adults or are emancipated. So, hey, Sean and Kay on vacay mode. Hey, how are you guys? Give it away to look good and then take it away. I know, Reddy said that's what I'm talking about. But you know, you just don't know with him. It wouldn't be a good look, you know, considering that it's an election year. It would not be a good look for him, you know, but I have yet to hear anybody that is campaigning for president say anything about people on the autism spectrum, like it is even important to any of them. So I don't think it is. I don't think they care. That's just my personal opinion. Sean and Casey, it's random. Whatever you guys, if you guys come up with a topic, then we can go with that. We're just here. And see, I knew he wasn't going to get here that fast. His dad always says that. He told me that they would be here by now, and I knew they wouldn't be. That's why I got on to do a live stream. I figured they'll be here like maybe 5:15 my time, 5:30-ish. You know. Yeah. You know, so I was just talking about the new law that was amended and extended for people with autism that Trump signed into law that will now make it available in all 50 states. I know. Reddy said, I know. Even now, I'm like, now I want to change the program that my son is in. And I'm like, okay, oh my God, this is going to be a nightmare trying to get him into another program because I don't like the one he's in because there's a bunch of much more mature people in the program. My son's 23, going to be 24, but we're talking about people who are like over 30 and maybe some are even over 40. And some of these people on the spectrum have very foul mouths. And so he's bringing that back home. And his dad doesn't like it. So. I didn't vote for him either. I'm nonpartisan. I don't know who I'm going to vote for this time, to be honest. I have no idea at this point. I just know it's not going to be him. You know, I refuse to be in either party. Can't do it. So I'm going to vote, and I'm glad that at least this time they made the primaries in California earlier, so that'll be good. That's the only reason that he keeps coming out here to California. Are you kidding me? That's stupid, Reddy said. Autism is there is no cure for autism. It doesn't go away after 2 years, every 2 years. But you know what? Even with my son, he had to go back for reevaluations as an adult to keep getting his Social Security, but that's because of Social Security fraud here in the state of California. Even though they knew his diagnosis is not going to change. you know, the insurance is just playing games. Crazy. See, that's the one thing I'm happy about having raised him here in California is that they had the regional centers to handle the diagnosis, and it was free of charge. We didn't have to pay. But I know that it's not like that in every state. It's not like that. Oh my goodness. Ready, set. They don't have card. Do they? They don't have a cards center anywhere near you guys, do they? Because if they did, you could send her there, and they would probably work with your insurance. Yeah, Queen. I'm nonpartisan. I don't vote by mail though, because I don't trust them. I don't trust them. I vote in person. I have to do my own ballot. I have to. I don't trust. Don't trust at all. This is just not making any sense. That's not making any sense. And you guys are in Florida, right? That's not making any sense. I heard that, which county? I want to say I heard that is it Brownard County had some really good services in that county, but I don't know where that is. I know that's in Florida because I met a lady here who had lived in California, who has a son on the spectrum, but she moved to Florida. She was with hospital. Oh, wow. Yeah, see, like where I am, Cards is all the way, Cards is in the San Fernando Valley, which is like 40 miles away from me. Let me just say it like that. I'm not going to even say how many minutes it is. It's like 30, it's almost 30 to 40 miles from where I live. Yeah, that's the county where I think they have a lot of services, but I think the reason that they have so many services there is thanks to Dan Marino, because of him having a kid on the spectrum. And I think he pushed for a lot of that stuff. And, you know, someone who's a celebrity that's actually using their celebrity to help the autism community. You know, like the Peets do, Holly and Rodney Peete do here in California. Oh yeah, I know that. My mom used to vote by mail, and my son has voted by mail in the past, and he probably will vote by mail in the future because he doesn't really like going to the voting thing, and he doesn't like that I have to stand there with him when he votes. He wants to do it by himself, but he can't really do it by himself. So. Yeah. I know people who volunteer to do that stuff. You know, usually, at least here, that's the way it is. Yeah, Reddy said that's what I'm saying. I think that's because of Dan Marino. I really do. Because I think his son, I want to say his son is probably like my son's age or older. He's not a kid. He's grown now. But I know that he is heavily involved in the autism community, or was, and made it like that in that county. So kudos to him. But it's not like that all over the state of Florida, from what I'm finding out. She just happened to move into that area, which was, I guess, a blessing for her, because she had been here in California, where we have the regional centers, you know, and then she moved there, and she just happened to move into a county where they have a lot of services available, and her son loves it. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. The election next year is going to be really interesting. I mean, it like I said, at this point, I'm just like, I don't even know who I'm going to vote for. I have gotten like no freaking clue, you know. And then, you know, I like Bernie Sanders, but, you know, he just was in the hospital. So now I'm concerned about his health. You know, it's the whether, you know, he can handle it, the job, because being president ages you. It's a very, very stressful job. At least it is for people who are actually doing the job. You know, doesn't seem to be stressing this one out at all, because he's treating the United States like it's a corporation, which I guess in a way it might be, but you know. Yeah, I remember Ready Set when my son was, I think, 4 or 5, and he had to get a dental treatment. I had to get his pediatrician to write a letter, and we had to go to the HMO board and so that we could get an anesthesiologist, because he had to have the procedure done in the hospital because it could not be done while he was awake because of autism. And it took us like almost a month going back and forth with insurance. It was Blue Cross at the time, I believe. Yes, I remember. Going back and forth. Well, we can talk about anything. I don't care, Ready Set. We can talk about anything. Yeah, it looks like it's just. Didn't we do this before, Ready Set? Didn't it come down to y'all one night? And I've got a couple of videos that I'm going to upload today. One of them is about the CPS incident that I had when my son was growing up. And then the other one is my reaction to another YouTuber's, the dish that y'all saw me eating a little bit of when I started live. And that's it. So both of those are going to be uploaded. And then I have the other one that was from the barbecue last night, but I'm waiting to get the video of me actually singing so I can incorporate it into it, so I can put it all, slice and dice it together. So. Oh, I know. I have been shocked that anybody has come into my life that I'm telling you, the first time I got on here, I got one person, and then the next time I got more people. It ebbs and flows. And the thing is that everybody's trying to go live. A lot of people are going live trying to get their, hours in of that massive amount that they want. So, I'm doing what I can. That's all I can do. I'm doing what I can. I come on here. I try to be animated. I try to have something to talk about. I'm finding that I'm a bit of a chatterbox because I'm an autism mom and I don't get to talk that much. So I know, and I talked about that in my in the video that I'm my story time. I talked about that happening to them, and that being one of the reasons why there are so few YouTubers showing their children if they have kids with autism. But there's I told you guys before, there is a big YouTuber on here. There's a big YouTuber on here. Her name is Damo. And she found out, I think she lives in Arizona. And she just disclosed maybe a couple of weeks ago that her son may have autism. She said they haven't said it for sure yet, but she's pretty sure that he has autism because she's seen the things going on with him. And I had seen that in videos that she would have with him, and I knew that then she started not putting him on, and I said, I wonder if he has autism or he's on the spectrum. And then she moved to Arizona, and I'm like, she's in Arizona because Arizona has some really good services, and then she's going back and forth between Arizona and California, who also has good services. So I think that had something to do with her moving there. But I know. I'm getting the subscriptions, but I'm also out here trying to put up content at the same time. So I'm doing the live streams, but I see people doing these overnight live streams that are just silent live streams where they can set it up and everything. I'm like, must be nice if y'all can do that. I can't do that with my son. I can't do that. He would come and mess with it. I would not be able to do that. So I can't do those silent streams that some YouTubers are able to do. So I'm doing what I can. I'm getting the message out there. I've hooked up with the bigger autism YouTubers so that they know who I am. And that's all I can do. And, it's other than going around and networking and meeting other channels. And I don't mind networking and meeting other channels because I'm finding all of these little channels with so much content. I know Damo, she is she used to be in a couple with another girl. She was one of the in one of the lesbian couples on YouTube. I don't even know how I found her. I found her by some fluke a long time ago. So I've been following her forever. And I followed her through when she had her son because she had him by in vitro. Then she, broke up with the girl. Now she's on her own. And now she's saying that she's bi and she, and all of this stuff, other stuff is going on. But she's really focusing on raising her son. And she came on there and finally told people that was what was going on with her son. Her name is Damo Wilson. But she's like, she's a huge YouTuber. She's huge. Huge. Like, I think she's somewhere over 1 million subscribers. So when I'm saying she's huge, that's what I'm talking about. But she has a kid with autism, but I know that she's not going to use her platform for that. But she did let people know that was what was going on with her son. And because I think she was getting trolls in her comments saying crazy stuff about her kid. So she finally came out and said something. And the way I look at it is, I'll grow the way I'm going to grow. And right now I'm just trying to get, if I can get 1,000 people on YouTube to actually come and watch my channel on a regular basis, that will be huge for me. Okay. But then, you have, there's an adult guy on the autism spectrum that's over in the UK. He just hit 100K like a couple of months ago, but he's also the YouTuber that brought that neurodiverse panel to VidCon this year. So he's using his, growth on here to really push the autism agenda. So I'm quite pleased with that. Hey, Miss So. Yeah. Hey, Miss So. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm an advocate, and advocating hard and getting the information out there really, really hard about autism, because as much information as people know about autism, there's so much they don't know, and there's so much that we don't know. There's no book out there that can teach you how to be a parent of someone on the spectrum, because every child on the spectrum is different. Every single one. Yeah, Aspie World. That's the one. That hit 100K. He's the one who brought the neurodiverse panel. Him and it's another YouTuber in the United States. I want to say, I'm going to get her name wrong. There's one named Amethyst. I think it's her who's on the spectrum, who's also an adult with autism. But it was a US YouTuber who's on the spectrum that teamed up with Aspie World to get that neurodiverse panel at the last VidCon. Oh, wait a minute, guys. I'm going to put y'all on mute for 1 second. Hold on. My son's on the phone. So I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. He's calling to tell me that he's going to be much later than he thought he was going to be bringing my son. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. I'm on live stream. Hey, Steph. How are you? Nice to see you again. Real Vincentville was a sweet thing, it looks like. Wow. I know another YouTuber that had a channel and she took her channel down, and now she has another channel, and then she reached out to me through her other channel and said, "This is so-and-so, this is my new channel. I had to take my other channel down because something was going on. People were coming crazy." And now on her old channel, she would come on. Now she won't even come on camera anymore. She just puts up like PowerPoints and does audio over it. So, you would think that you wouldn't have trolls in the autism community, but you. I am doing very good, Steph. Doing very good. I enjoyed our conversation the other night. I have to tell you that. Talking about the music, that was great. Thank you, Ready, Set. Thank you. You know, I mean, like I said, I'm writing a book, but about like raising my son to the first 18 years, but there's no way I could possibly put everything into that book. The book will be going forever, and I would lose my readers. So I had to, you know, make it a much more condensed version of, you know, raising him. It wasn't supposed to be a novel. Oh, I watched that channel on Ready Set. I watched that channel too. I'm subscribed to them too, because they have a lot of people on there. Hey, Shawana, how are you? Happy Sunday. On special books by special kids, their comments were disabled, probably because of trolling. Because he has so many people on the spec. He doesn't just have people who are autistic on. He has all kinds of people who are just special needs on there. And you got some effed up people out here. But you know, there's a way you can disable your own comments. He probably had to disable the comments to keep people from leaving nasty comments. Yeah, he probably disabled the comments himself. Because you can do that. I think it's in YouTube Studio. There's a way to disable the comments. And it's probably easier to disable them rather than having to go in there and delete all the trolls. So you warned me. You did tell me that there are trolls all over YouTube, and I've been seeing evidence that they go around and do stupid stuff in the special needs community on here too, which is just who has that kind of time? Who has the kind of time to go troll a special needs parent or, you know, channel about special needs people? Who has the time to do that kind of trolling? Oh, so he didn't do this. He didn't. Oh, so YouTube did it. So YouTube did. Wow. That's not cool. I could understand if they were getting, you know, like nasty comments or something, them disabling the content, the comment, but why would YouTube disable the content? That doesn't make any sense to me. Wow. That is so stupid, but you would think dealing with special needs people, especially with all the stuff that's going on with focus on that outside of YouTube, that they would want to have that on there. You know, I'm gonna go check out Cody Lee, because you know Cody Lee, the guy that won AGT that has autism, he has a YouTube channel. Wow. Oh, so that's why they disabled his contents, because of advertisers. Wow. See, and my son's an adult too, so my channel doesn't actually have any child content because I'm talking about an adult on the spectrum. Wow. somebody else told me that there's a YouTuber that I know that she, I guess, uploaded something onto her regular channel, and her daughter was in it, and YouTube made her take the video down. And then so she had to re-upload it on her other channel that didn't have the same type of content. Wow. I know YouTube is trying to do some cleaning up and everything, but most of it I thought was really being aimed at the drama channels. You know, I mean, if someone's putting up good content that people need as knowledge, because I think that channel, I mean, they're showing people who are special needs with all types of ailments. Because I remember he showed the one with the girl who has one less chromosome, so it makes her happy all the time. So it makes her too trusting, and she smiles all the time. And you know what? I think I do remember the comment when I wanted to make a comment on it, that I couldn't make a comment on it, but I just thought it was on that video. I didn't realize it was across the board. Wow. Now that is something. That is something. So YouTube think they're protecting him by disabling his contents. I mean his comments. I guess that's what it is. Or they're protecting the advertisers, you know? Who are they really protecting? Are they protecting the advertiser? Or are they protecting the content creator? You know? You see how I'm like, I don't know. So, and over 500,000 people have already signed a petition to get their comments back. Yeah, because we like commenting on there, because then he sees the comments and he responds to us. I thought it was just that one video I was looking at that the comments were disabled on. I didn't realize it was all of them. Yeah, I know. I've seen their channel. Like what I found out, like when I first got on YouTube, I couldn't find an autism channel to save my life. But you know, I mean, so I found a few. I mean, you guys were one of the ones I found. But I think I found you guys because we were on Autism Live together. But because I've been uploading videos and all my content is about autism, the autism channels are starting to pop up, and I'm seeing them, but it's still not that many of them. And there's still only like 5 that are big enough to put a dent into the algorithm. They flagged him, Steph. They flagged him. So we've got special needs. I think he's in the US. I think that channel is in the US. And now you got one in the UK that got flagged. Oh my, dang it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought that they were just disabled on that one video that I was looking at for special needs channel, but you're telling me that they disabled them on the channel, period. That's just crazy. And then the family in the UK has been flagged, and now they're trying to flag the We family. This is so sad. Well, they're not going to do anything to Cody Lee's channel either because he's an adult. He's an adult. So I know it's like, because I think Fathering, they were like at 90K or no, 119, somewhere in there. And then Aspie, he just hit 100, like literally in the last month. And he's been on here for years grinding. He didn't just like, the ones that are hitting these huge marks have been here for a while, grinding. But the fact that they are making a mark, they're visible, and that's why YouTube sees them. We're too little. They don't see us yet. Oh, okay. But somebody else just got flagged. Wow, though. So that's 2 that are flagged now. I mean, two that have stuff going on. That's just crazy. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's because the channels are bigger. We're so little, they could care less. They don't care what we're doing. But let us get big, then they're gonna go down video lane. Yeah. I'm just trying to see 1K. 100K is like a dream in the horizon to me, Maybe after I, eventually I want to, like I said, I want to go out and do public talking and advocating and doing that kind of stuff around the country and maybe in other countries, and then maybe at that point, maybe stuff like that will blow me up. But I don't think me just being on YouTube is going to do it. I think I'm going to have to do stuff off of here. That's it. Ready, set. That's it. The ones that are, the few that are huge have been here for a while, but then there are other ones that have been here for longer than those that are still little, like us. But that might be, maybe they don't want to be big. Maybe they don't want anybody to see their channel, to be big, because to be big in the autism world is very, very vulnerable. I don't think they know how to handle this. I don't think YouTube knows how to handle this, but sorry, autism isn't going anywhere, and we're starting to get more and more channels because more and more parents are willing to say something. More and more parents are realizing that we have something to say because every child is different, and we want to advocate for our kids. I know, ready, set. Well, they weren't my goals originally. Even though it may seem like I'm not, I'm actually very, very shy. And I said that the only way that I was going to do public speaking was if God literally pushed me out there and made me do it. And so he has, and has been doing that. And so, yeah, even starting this YouTube channel, that's part of it, because I did radio for like 10 years. I had a radio show for over 10 years, and I was behind a mic. Nobody could see me. I talked a little bit about autism, but I didn't talk about it a lot. I know. And YouTube is not my full-time job. Raising my son is my full-time job. I know, that's the thing. So, I mean, that's my point. That's the reason why it takes us a while to grow up. to numbers like other types of YouTube channels. I know, Steph, that's absolutely correct. I'm like, you don't even know this person, but you're saying stuff about them from behind your computer. You don't know them. They don't know you. And that's the thing. And that's also with all like the YouTube drama that goes on YouTube. It's the same thing. These people don't even know each other. They have never even met. But yet and still, they're slinging mud through videos. Slinging mud through videos. Never met each other. Never met each other. And then they're doxing, putting people's information out there. Crazy stuff, So, and I thought that was what YouTube was going to crack down on, but then now they're cracking down on, they're going after channels that it doesn't make sense what they're doing. Yeah. Small mind from behind a computer screen. Wow, you're so brave. You're so brave. Exactly. They have a whole lot to say behind a keyboard, but nothing to say if they actually met you in person. So I don't have nothing to say to them from behind their keyboard. Because I'm the one putting myself out here. I'm the one, showing what an adult with autism is like. I mean, there's a couple of us out here, like I said, that are willing to put that out there because it needs to be out there. They need to know. Thank you, Ready, Set. Steph, you're so funny. Well, they were brave behind their keyboard anyway. That's how people are, brave behind the keyboard. But the fact that now we have YT going in here and disabling people's comments so that no one can leave a comment, good or bad, because I don't know why. I guess because children are on their channel, and in case somebody has a foul mouth and is going to come put it on here, they're going to keep them from doing it in the first place. But they're taking the creators' rights away. At least I think. That's what I think. They're taking the creators' rights away. But what do I know? I'm new. Oh no, Steph, I don't think you're joking at all. I don't think that you're joking. I think that you were serious, and that person knew that you were serious, and that's why they didn't meet you. Yep. But I just can't believe it says we. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It would be pit. I'm in my head. I have somebody in a trench coat with glasses on and a hat. That's what I'm seeing. But I know I have a very vivid imagination. That's part of the reason why I'm writing books right now, because I do have a vivid imagination. Yeah, but that's what I'm picturing. Yep. Yeah. I mean, I knew that YouTube was supposedly doing stuff and everything when it came to children's channels. But here's my question. So have they disabled content on that little boy who's the biggest YouTuber? Have they disabled content on his channel so no one can leave comments on his channel because of advertisers? You know, y'all know that little boy that does that's been doing the YouTube toy review since he was like could barely talk, and he makes more money than I think anybody on YouTube. So I wonder, did they disable his comments section? You know, because he's a kid and he's talking about toys for kids. So I'm gonna go check when I get off a live stream and see if they disabled his comments. I sure am. That's really disheartening. So you can't even, like, if, well, you said that one of them is doing it over on Facebook now. But what about the We family? Do they have a Facebook page? See, that's the reason why I have a Facebook page tied to my channel too. Yeah. This it's a little boy. He can't be no more than like 7 or 8 years old. But when they started talking about they were going to be doing stuff and it was going to affect the children's channel, his channel was the first channel I thought of. But I think he makes more money than anybody else on YouTube, which means YouTube makes more money off of him than anybody else on YouTube. So, let's think about that. And clearly his advertisers are the toy companies. But I can't see anybody going in his comments and saying something crazy. But, we got a lot of sick people out there, so maybe his comments are disabled too. Because I'm sure Disney advertises on his page. I mean, I figured that my channel is probably a family channel, I guess, a family like vlog, because I'm talking about caregiving, I'm talking about autism, talking about parenting, That's the one I'm talking. Yes, Ryan's toy reviews. Him. Did they disable his content? His comments? I bet they had. I bet you they did not. Bet you they did not. Bet they didn't. Because they're not trying to, make that little kid's parents mad. They're making a lot of money with him doing those little videos. So, yeah, that's the one I'm talking. Yep, that's the one. Do you? I'm going to try one children's book. I'm not really a children's book writer. Definitely not. His comments are disabled too. Okay. So they're doing it to all. So it looks like they're doing it to all of the. So they're doing it to all of the channels, the big channels that involve kids, that have because of the advertisers. Wow. So YouTube's doing it. If his comments are disabled, then that means they're not gonna remove it off of special needs. They're not gonna remove it off of his either. Then they are. I'm gonna do one. It's gonna be a really basic one. I just want to do one that involves like a kid moving into a neighborhood who has autism and the kids next door meeting him and that kind of in their interaction. So I'm going to do one like that. And I'm gonna I don't know if I'm gonna do it illustrated because I do draw. I can draw, or if I'm gonna like do it like with pictures, you know, like I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I have to figure it out. What? FTC? Why? Why would they find them? What are they doing wrong? All it is a kid coming up there saying whether he likes or doesn't like a toy, giving his opinion. Oh, it's exactly okay. So now they just disable all the contents on the channels that are child related over 100 over that are larger. Well, that doesn't make sense. Thanks, Ready Set. I know. I mean, there's only a few books out there really that are talking about our kids at all. So I figure if Jimmy Fallon can write these, you know, can write those 3 books he wrote, that I can do one. And then I actually have a friend who writes children's books, who's gonna, you know, help me out a little bit to make sure that I'm, you know, doing it right for the audience that I'm trying to target. Wow. I know that YouTube was in trouble about, you know, their advertising and everything, you know, but since I'm little, there are no ads on my channel, at least not yet, you know, but okay. Yeah. Yeah, there's a few. That's what I'm saying. There's a few books out there. I'll just, you know, do one with, you know, my idea, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, I know. They're out here. I know that book. And then there's a friend of mine has another book that she wrote about her son that's also here in California. And that's why everybody's looking at me saying, okay, DC, what are you doing? Because my book is literally like, I only have to do the last chapter, but I started and stopped it several times in the process of writing it, because I started it before I had lived some of the stuff that I'm going to be able to put in the book. I started the book before my son was actually 18, and then I stopped it and started it again after he got over 18. Yeah, I don't know if see on the, I know they have the AdSense, which is a different one, but I don't know, because the only ads I see like on a lot of channels are just the AdSense ones, you know, like the ones for the Raycon earbuds, or because I'm in California, I always get the ads for Southern California Edison. So I know that the ads are regionally, some of those ads are regionally based, depending on where you are, because I'm sure they're not going to show the SCE one in Florida. But yeah, I don't, like Steph, I don't know. I guess I don't know how the ads work with the monetization, whether you can refuse the ads and be monetized. I don't know. I have no idea. Hey, Dave's Poems. Hey, Ture. I'm good. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. We just on here talking about random stuff, and somehow we found out that there's a few that they're disabling all the comments on the larger channels that have to do with kids. So just found that out. No, I know you can refuse the ads. I know you can refuse the ads. My thing is that I don't know if you can refuse the AdSense one if you want to be monetized. That's what I'm saying. But I don't know. I'm not monetized, so I have no idea. But I know that there's some ads that if you're monetized, you don't have a choice about. Good. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. I don't know stuff because since I'm not even anywhere near being monetized and nowhere near it, you know, but it's kind of disheartening to know that that YouTube felt the need to go out here and disable comments on every children's channel or child-related channel. It just is disheartening that they felt the need that they had to do that. I'm sure there was some rationale behind it, you know, but usually they go for the worst case scenario first, and then they'll eventually come back and roll it back. Because I remember when they did the verifying your account thing, and then they took verified off of some people's accounts, and now they gave it back. And so this may be another one of their overreacting, and as they get more comfortable, come back and reassess what they did. But who knows? You know, I know when it comes to kids, you have to just be really, really careful. So we don't know what they were facing. Yeah, I know. That's my thing too. I want to get my workout too. So but first I got to finish the daggone book, huh? So, and the thing is, I have like other books that are like probably more finished, but I can't put them out because I can't put them out before I put out the book about my son. I just feel like I can't. So, because that was the book that I started first. So, yeah. So that's why it's going to be done, and I already have a publisher. I have no excuses, Steph. I have a publishing I have someone who said they would publish my book. A publishing company. So, I have no excuse. No. It's all on me. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. I don't even know how long have we been going. We've been going for a while. Oh, I know I know it's something I want to watch in a little bit. So I am going to jump off in 20 minutes. I'm going to jump off in 20 minutes because Ready, Set, the Autism Denim and Diamonds is going to be on YouTube. So I'm going to jump off of my live so I can go watch that in 20 minutes. So we won't be on much longer. I was like, uh-oh, can we pre-order the book? Yep, do it now. I know, Steph. And let me just show you. You see this? This is my iPad that I'm playing the music on. The book is in that iPad. The book is in that iPad. So I am working on it. When I'm not sitting here playing music for y'all like this, I'm literally working on the book. So I'm literally working on the book now. And since my son was gone for like a few days, I was working on the book during that time. So I'm on it. Yeah, and I know that's what I'm saying. We're getting ready to jump off of here, Steph. I know it's late for you. I appreciate you coming through. I really, really do. And I like, I don't care how many people are in here. I just like the fact that we're able to have a good conversation, no matter what it's about. That's the cool part. And this is a lot better than my little videos where I'm talking at you guys instead of to you. So I'm definitely happy that I came on today, because this has been a good conversation. And Reddy said, as you know, YouTube is where I'm able to, I'm able to be cerebral on here and, kind of say all the stuff that's in my nerdy brain that I can't do with my son, because he'd look at me like I'm crazy. I just, I have to have basic conversations with him. But one day, guys, he's going to be having real conversations with me, and I'm not going to be able to handle it. He is going to be able to. Yeah, but my goal is to be finished with the book before the end of the year, and to have it to the publisher. So that means I have to finish it. I have to get it edited and back, and then send it to the publisher. I have to do all of that. But I'm on the last chapter right now, so I don't see that being a problem. I have myself in this word count thing for a little while about whether it was enough words or whether it was too few words. And then I saw other people's books who wrote like just books about their kids on autism, and they were like these little thin paperbacks, but they had a lot of information in them. So then I realized that I was tripping, and just finished writing my book. And don't worry about how many words it is, because it's not going to be 5. And obviously a lot happened in 18 years, and I'm not going to be able to put everything that happened with my son in 18 years in the book. But the stuff that I have in the book are the things that I think are important that other parents would want to know, like how I felt about certain things, how I dealt with certain things, that part. Because one of the things that I know that, at least for me, having a support community is very important, because if you have a child on the autism spectrum, you tend to isolate yourself. And isolation is not good, because when you isolate yourself, you isolate your child. So. And it's hard to not isolate yourself, especially for me, because I work from home. So I force myself to be social, because I have to make him be social. So I can't not be social, if that makes any sense. I have to be more social. So now people think I'm a social butterfly, when I'm really not this social butterfly. I'm just, doing all this stuff because I want my son to experience certain things. And then once he's able to do it without me pushing him into doing it, then I'll go back to being my little bookworm self, you know? So, but, you know, I just try to see things through his eyes and try to think of what, hopefully I'm not missing things, you know, but I'm human. So I probably will miss something, but somebody else is going to learn from my mistakes. That's the way that I see it. It's the way that I see it. And I'm just glad that I am growing my autism family. That's one of the things that, you know, even though I want to target other people besides other people in the community, because I want them to know about it. But I also want folks like you guys to know that there's light at the end of the tunnel, that everything that you're doing is not in vain, that your child will one day be able to thank you for everything that you're doing, even if they don't say it with their lips. I know Manda's on. I know you guys switched up on me, Manda. I know you switched up on me. I know you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying is that we isolate ourselves. We don't do it intentionally, but I know that, like, when my son was younger, after he had a meltdown at one of my closest friend's house, that I stopped going to other people's houses for stuff for a long time. It took me a long time because he literally was there. And then what made it even worse is he took a pen and started scribbling on a white leather couch. I was like mortified, you know, but it's part of the stuff, you know. Yeah, every time I meet someone in the community, I try, because I know that it's hard for us to talk to other people about what we're dealing with because they don't understand it. They don't understand it, you know. And then those pages on Facebook are just, some of them are just, the people come on them and are so judgmental and are so cruel. And these are other parents that say just the craziest thing when someone comes in one of those discussion groups and just has a question. Yeah, that happens. I'm mostly at home now too, and I tell people, I said, nobody, you know, they say, well, you don't come out. I said, no. I said, people don't really invite me out because they know that if I come, my son's coming. It can be, you know, really a crusher on a social life for a pretty single woman like me. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I think we all have gone through that. I think we've all gone through that, which is why I think I only did a couple of, like, the birthday parties. And then after that, we just basically would have, you know, our family, like my, you know, his dad, me, my mom, my sister, her son, you know, just the family. We would just come together to celebrate at places we would go. You know, I think we only had maybe a couple of birthday parties for him. And then, you know, other than that, he would, like, celebrate with his class. You know, they bring cupcakes to school, and then we would have just like a little small thing for him at home. But we did one at Chuck E. Cheese, and we only did one at Chuck E. Cheese because I don't know about your daughter, but my son was terrified of Chucky. Yeah, that mouse terrified him. So he didn't want to be anywhere near the mouse. And it was his birthday party. It was just like, okay, we're not doing this again. Yeah. And the thing is that I hear about that so much with our children, that when they have parties, other kids don't come to their parties. Even other kids on the spectrum don't come to their parties. It's like, you know, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And that's the thing. You like for you guys, at least you don't have one child. I have one child, so it was more isolating for him, and that's why I had to do a lot of things, to bring him around people. But the autism, he could care less. He's fine being all by himself. He's good with that. But at the same time, he likes to go places. So, see, that they need to change that mouse's face. I don't know what it is about that mouse's face, but I think it terrifies a lot of kids, period. But it seems to terrify our children even more. And I don't know if it's because the face just, is still, and it's got these big, huge eyes and all of that stuff, and nothing's really moving, but I don't know. He's not afraid of Mickey Mouse. Just saying, he's not afraid of Mickey Mouse, not afraid of any of the Disney characters. None of them terrified him. Just this Chuck E. Cheese thing. So, it's like. So I think it's something about how they see the face, and they don't like it. They don't like it. I think it might look like a clown face or something. I'm going to do that. Let me just say, we have my son likes fireworks, but he likes fireworks from afar. Like they need to be over there somewhere, but he likes them, but he can't have them close up. Even now as an adult, can't be right up on him. He and yeah, that's what I've done. That's what I still do. We gave up on the parties, unfortunately. I mean, like his 16th birthday was the first birthday that my mother wasn't alive. And she had died like not too long before his birthday. So we did that one at a miniature golf that was inside, and he loves miniature golf. So we did that, and he had a great time. And we've done like a couple of birthdays. Me and him have gone out and just done miniature golfing because now he's an adult, or we'll go out to dinner, But it seems the birthday party thing is something our kids just don't seem to have. It's disturbing because it seems to be a large majority of the kids, even if they're verbal, it's the same. And I don't, even the ones who are Aspies, and that's kids can be so cruel. Kids can be so cruel. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah. See, my son, he loves the fireworks. He does. And, like at Disneyland and like when they do them on the 4th of July, he'll look at them on the water. It's just, he can't be like right where they're doing the fireworks, like right where you can literally smell the gunpowder and stuff because of the sound. The noise, he can't handle that noise. And he can handle all kinds of other loud noises, but that one, nope, can't do it. And if people are doing the little snappers in the street, which they do, those, he doesn't want to be around those either. He'll like look at them, and then even if they have the sparklers, he doesn't want to touch it. He'll just look at it. Yeah. But here, like in at least the area that I live in California, fireworks start at the beginning of the summer. As soon as it's Memorial Day, it's fireworks season. And it stays fireworks season for the entire summer, all the way till the end of September. Literally. I just saw and heard my last fireworks a couple of days ago. So, you know, and then New Year's, they'll be doing it again that night. And then they'll leave it alone, and then it'll come back in May. Thankfully, I don't live near Disneyland. Or any of the amusement parks. And he likes Magic. My son likes Magic Mountain more than he likes Disneyland. However, when he was younger, he loved It's a Small World because of the song, because he loves music. And we would have to go to It's a Small World at least 3 times while we were at Disneyland. At least 3 times. Or it would be a scene. Yeah. So, you know, and I hate that I even said It's a Small World, because now that song is going to be in my head. The song is going to be in my head now because I said the name of that song. It's going to be in my head. It is in my head. It is in my head now. It is in my head. Oh my goodness. I know I'm losing it. All right, guys. Well, we are at the mark, and I'm going to go jump over onto Autism Live's channel and watch their live of that Denim and Diamond thing that's out here in California, the red carpet for that. And thank you for hanging out with me the whole time. Ready, set, awesome. Autism Power. We rock. We rock. All right, guys. I will see y'all in my next video. I'll probably put the video about my CPS issue. I'll probably be uploading that either tonight or tomorrow morning. All right. Peace, guys.